tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Rashad Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. Move 32.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Al Woods. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Come on, set. Ready, 38.
They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Hurts throw there, complete to Allen. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Another try for Penny. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Walker. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Patterson to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
Third down, here's Patterson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. First and 10, it's Patterson. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. pulled in at the 24. Oh, what a move. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, Hurts. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff to Chandler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Very little time left on the play clock. Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Isaiah Wynn with a penalty, the former first-round pick back in 2018. After the penalty, it's Penny. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run it with Chandler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have on production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Koo for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Seahawks 7. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hurts throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to
hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. All day, baby, all day,
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Chandler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Chandler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Ready. Black. 95.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Dancing to his left. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts fumbles it, and the Falcons grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Atlanta, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.